Gigi here. We're on day 61 of 72 days of leadership wizardry. I'm Jill Gigi Austin, and I'm walking with you through 72 days of leadership wizardry oracle deck cards. Now today we're starting a new archetype, which is the Elder. And as we now usually do, we're starting with the Elder Challenge card. An elder, just like it sounds, is somebody who has some experience. They've been around, they've lived a minute. And in fact, that's kind of the source of the challenge, which is assuming that everybody else wants to hear about it. In other words, that you show up and start giving unsolicited advice. So the key to this is discernment. That is discerning what the situation is really calling for. Now, hey, the good news about this is you don't have to magically come up with the discernment. You can ask the other person what would be most useful to them. And I have found this particularly true with the people that are closest to me, like my really dear friends and my adult children. So when they call me and they want to have a talk of some sort, I will just flat out ask them, what would be most helpful? Would it be that I listen, that I reflect, that I brainstorm, that I ask questions? And the last thing is about giving advice. And I have found it to really work. You know, part of it is when people who are close to me show up and they are struggling in some way. Doesn't matter what the topic is, whether it be about love or finances or career, doesn't matter. I just don't want to see them suffer, especially if I have walked down that path already and have learned a thing or two. You know, part of this is about being an elder is beginning to really practice the muscle of being comfortable with other people around you being uncomfortable. Whew, and that is an interesting challenge. Now, the other thing that I'll tell you, which is kind of a fun little code that my husband and I have between us, and it goes like this. Let's say, for example, that I am brainstorming out loud about, or talking out loud about something that I'm trying to make a decision on. And it can be something like mundane, like what's the packing list for the lake going to be? And if I don't give this code, he will just, out of the goodness of his heart, no doubt, jump in and try and help me. And wow, when that happens, it makes me feel like a 16-year-old again. And I just like, oh, I want to rebel. And I just feel like the sovereignty just like seeping out of my bones. So the code we use is, hey, this is a problem I'm enjoying fixing. So there you go. Some helpful hints, I hope. All right, well, tomorrow we'll talk more about the Elder. See you then.